Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So I'm pretty much done with updating all the necessary Apple gadgets until the end of this year. And here's my current setup and I'll tell you the way I use them too. Starting off with the heart and my most favorite device, the iPad. And the iPad which I own is the 2020 11-inch iPad Pro version with A12Z Bionic chip and 6 gigs of RAM. I know it's not the M1 or M2 model, but this one still works like a champ, so I didn't see a point of upgrading it. Two important things that I do on this iPad is watch all content, movies and TV shows, and for this, the 11-inch size is perfect. Honestly guys, I seldom watch movies on my huge TV. I love the personal uninterrupted option which my iPad Pro provides whilst watching movies and TV shows. And then every video which you're seeing on my channel, including this one, is edited right on this iPad. Honestly guys, I don't use a laptop or a Mac. I use this iPad right here along with LumaFusion app, and once you get used to the touch controls for video editing, I found it very hard to switch back to mouse pointer. Plus this iPad here handles 4K video files as if they were a 1 pixel JPEG images. It's really that smooth, and it exports a 10-minute 4K project in about 4 minutes. So you see that A12Z is plenty for what the iPad can do. And I also edit all the thumbnails for my YouTube videos right here. So everything which you're seeing on this channel is edited via this iPad. Speaking of my YouTube channel, if you haven't subscribed already, a quick cheeky sub to the channel would be incredibly awesome. Also added to the mix of my iPad Pro setup is the Apple Pencil Gen 2, and there are two main things that I use my Apple Pencil for. One is to use freehand and write all my scripts and ideas on this iPad. And two, when I'm using pro apps like LumaFusion, Google Snapseed or Adobe Lightroom, I find the Apple Pencil very useful. The sliders on the pro apps are quite small to comfortably touch by using your fingers, so a much more precision pointer is perfectly suitable for such kind of tasks, and the Apple Pencil 2 provides excellent control for them. Also added to my iPad setup is this official Apple Silicon folio case. I have this now discontinued surf blue shade which I absolutely love. I know it's a bit expensive, but I really love the quality of this case, and it gives me the perfect viewing and typing angles. Moving on from my iPad is the next important thing of my setup, the iPhone, and my choice is the iPhone 14 Pro Max. Right away, I love the purple shade and the pill-shaped cutout which makes this phone look more modern compared to the notch which we have been seeing for the past few years. I also love the 120Hz refresh rate and the cameras. I shoot all my videos on my channel using smartphones guys, and many shots that you're seeing in these videos are shot using this iPhone. I also love to type all my YouTube scripts on my iPhone. So if I'm not freehand writing on my iPad with my Apple Pencil, then I am jotting it down on my iPhone. I also shoot and edit my YouTube shorts, TikTok videos and Instagram reels on this iPhone, as it is easier to film videos in portrait orientation directly on the phone and then edit right from the same device. Again, I use LumaFusion here, and despite the small screen of the iPhone, the app works brilliantly. Now, still staying on my iPhone, I always use a case on my iPhone, and despite owning and trying out several, I keep coming back to the Apple official silicone case. And the one which I have is in the shade Elderberry, and this complements the deep purple shade of the iPhone very nicely. It is very slim, doesn't add any bulk to it, and offers all-round protection with MagSafe connection. But for me, the one area which this case trumps all others is the grip which it offers. That silicone texture is super grippy, and it makes perfect sense on a phone which is this big, so it stays securely in your hands without accidentally slipping off and falling down. Next addition to my Apple ecosystem is the AirPods Pro Generation 2. So I already have the original AirPods Generation 2 before, and I loved the integration which it brought to my iPad and iPhone, simply opening it to pair and seamlessly switching between my iPad and iPhone as needed. But I did miss out on the sound quality, spatial audio and the noise cancelling features which the AirPods Pro offers, and there wasn't a better time to upgrade than now. where we have a much improved package in the form of AirPods Pro Generation 2. And guys, I simply love the spatial audio whilst watching movies. It adds a whole new dimension to movie watching, and I'm so impressed by this. And even with music, which I listen off my iPhone, the sound quality is so much better. Added to that, the case has got some decent improvements as well, like having a speaker so you can beep to locate it, or having full AirTag functionality so you can precision find it, plus the lanyard cutout so you can use a lanyard with your case. Apple covered all bases here, and I simply love the ease and the experience with this AirPods Pro Gen 2 provide. Still staying on music, the next addition to my Apple ecosystem are the HomePods Mini in this nice blue shade. The main thing which I love about this is the sound quality, which is surprisingly good considering how small they are, and the way they work in stereo pair, especially when watching movies. I used to own other Bluetooth speakers and they sounded great, but as soon as you pair them on stereo mode and try to watch films, there used to be this Bluetooth lag which made them useless for watching movies or videos. Thankfully, the silicon inside these HomePod Minis give you the perfect stereophonic sound without any Bluetooth lag. I only wish Apple allowed to use these as standard Bluetooth speakers as well. That would be so great. Next is the smallest entry to my Apple ecosystem, and that is the AirTag. Now I have one attached to my car keys, which is the one thing which I tend to misplace the most. Having the AirTag attached to my car keys is really handy, as I can just use Find My app to precision find it or even beep to locate it. I did have to change the battery after a year's worth of usage. My AirTag sent a notification to the iPhone saying that the battery was low and it needs replacing. So I bought a few compatible button cells from Amazon and simply changed the battery. So it's all good for the next year or so. Final piece of my Apple ecosystem jigsaw is the Apple Watch. I finally got a chance to upgrade this year, and what I have here is the 45mm Apple Watch Series 8. For me, the Ultra was a bit too bulky to be used for all occasions, and it is eye-wateringly expensive. So the standard bigger size Apple Watch was my choice. First things first, I love the always-on display. I'm coming from an older Apple Watch Series 4 and that did not have this always-on functionality. For me, this really is my most favorite feature, as it makes the watch look like a watch when you're wearing it on your wrist and not like something which has been turned off. And then the bands compatibility. I have collected several bands over the years and I love how this watch fits all of them perfectly, including the band from the original Apple Watch back from 2015. Plus, this really is the best smartwatch there is when you consider all the health benefits it offers, plus fitness modes and the super customizable watch faces. This really is my most favorite Apple product. Currently, I'm using the Midnight Sports band which came with the watch, but I tend to change this frequently based on my mood, occasion and outfit. So that concludes my Apple ecosystem for 2023, guys. I'll make another one next year. So yeah, we'll see how it goes based on what Apple launches this year. What are your thoughts on this video, guys? Do let me know in the comment section down below. And if you're enjoying my content, please hit that thumbs up button so YouTube algorithm will push this content to more viewers out there. And please consider subscribing to my channel so I can keep making these videos for you. As always, thanks a lot for staying with me until the end. I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.